This is Norm from the Board Game Museum, and today we're going to continue on with looking at games that are 100 years old or older. I'm getting these games from an auction that was held from Bid Square from the Bud and Judy Newman collection, and they had over 300 board games that were from this time period. And a lot of these games sold for a lot of money, so I'm going to show you how much they sold for and show you the game and talk a little bit about it if I know anything about it. But most of the people, again, bought these games for the artwork. The game cells were, roll and move. But beautiful artwork on these games. And the history is pretty cool, too. Anyway, here is the United States game. This was from Parker Brothers. And this was a game where you basically would travel across the United States in a train. We'll go ahead and show it to you here. Really nice artwork here. And the game board was big, too. It was like 34.5 by 17. Just look at that detail. And my understanding is you would just simply roll and you would try to get to one of those destinations, and then you would draw. I think you would draw a card, and then it would tell you the next destination, and then you would roll trying to get there, and ultimately you would try to get, I believe, to San Francisco or another location. But that was the gist of the game. There's the instructions in case anybody wants to read. But yeah, it's a really nice looking game for sure. Old Parker Brothers. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. This is Stars and Stripes, I believe. Oh, the game of Stars and Stripes. Yes. Okay. This game sold for $1,700 here. Dice cup and silver pressed car star for playing pieces. Okay, so we'll take a closer look here. Wow, look at that. That is fantastic looking. I'm not quite sure how the game plays, but man, just beautiful to look at. I think it would be really cool. I know my friend Bob said that he had actually made some canvases of some of these covers. I think somebody ought to do that and just, either give them away or sell them, because there's just the artwork is awesome. All right, now here's a Bagatelle game. I think that's how it's pronounced. This sold for $600 something. It's an old wood game. Let's see here. Huh, that's really nice. Wow. And that's made of wood too. That's a beautiful looking game. All right, let's go to the next one here. All right, this is the game of Yankee Doodle. Sold for $461. Uncle Sam. Game instructions. All right, here is a picture here, and it looks like a strategy game when using checkers here on this side. They did have a few strategy games that were based on chess or checkers. I believe some were chess, but again, most of these games were just roll and move. But beautiful looking games. Okay, this is a collection of 4 U.S. history games from around 1900. This is selling price was $615. Old presidential game from Parker Brothers, the flag game, United States history game, a centennial game. I always said before, it'd be great if somebody could do some how to plays on these. I mean, the instructions are very simple, but yeah, that would be great if somebody could do that. I would do it if I actually could afford these games, but for $600, but they're beautiful looking. Here's the game of Get There from the McLaughlin Brothers. All right, this is from 1898. Game instructions. That's the size of it there. Game of Get There. Looks like a Parcheesi game of sorts. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Old looking for sure, but cool. All right, let's keep going. All right, I just want to say hello to everybody who's joining in with the chat. Hey, Liz, how are you? Yeah, I haven't heard of a lot of these games either. These are new to me, but they're fantastic looking. Let's keep on going. All right, Billy Possum I had done yesterday. Or actually, did I do this one? No, I don't think I actually did this one. Okay. Well, Bob told me a story about this game, and if I'm not mistaken, Bob, correct me on this, but Thomas Jefferson had gone hunting with a party, and he did not end up bagging a bear. So my understanding is someone actually captured a bear and tied it to a tree and then presented it to him for him to shoot. And Jefferson said, well, that's not sport. So he didn't shoot the bear. So somehow this game was based off of that. But there you see the little crying teddy bear there, a possum. There's the instructions down there. How much did this game go for? Let me see. All right. That game went for $923. Wow. All right. Here's the J.H. Singer election game, late 19th century. Player chooses one of the lithographed paper on ballot boxes, collect the most votes. Comes with the original instruction sheet and game cards. Wow. And it sold for almost $1,000. How cool is that? Look at that. There's the cards, there's the votes, and I guess these are the little ballot boxes. That's really cool. Really cool indeed. I don't think I could ever wear anything like that, but wow. All right, let's keep moving here. Take a look at War at Sea. This is McLaughlin Brothers here. All right, this one went for almost $2,000. Game board, about 23 inches in length, or width, I guess. Yeah, here's a look at it. And some really good, another good thing of artwork here again. Let's see, do they have any other pictures? No, they didn't have any others. All right, let's see here. Yeah, this is some nice stuff. Okay, yacht race game. And I did look at this one a little bit. And this is I think a roll and move or a spin and move. But check out the pieces here. They have actual little yachts on these little stands. Let me see if I can get it closer up here. I guess that's about as close as I can get. But yeah, look at those pieces. That is just beautiful. And of course the game board looks like that. But yeah, even back then they were making pieces like this. It's just really cool. Yacht race game. All right. Next up. All right. Here's another yacht race game. This is yacht race at Sandy Hook. All right. And this one went for $738. Pretty big board again. Let's take a look here. There's a little spinner. I don't know what the pieces are in this game. But yeah, looks like a pretty cool looking game. Now the thing with these auctions, what I understand is what Bob told me from the AGPI. It's been like about 30 years since they ever had an auction like this. Because some of these they've made only a handful of, and they sold for a lot, as you can see. All right, here's the college boat race. Let's take a look here. Here's a spinner. There's another spin and move game here. But one of the cool things is you kind of get an idea of what things were like back then, as far as the way people dressed and hairstyles and stuff like that from the artwork. And yeah, I think it's just really cool to kind of like go back in time and just look at these. Just great things here. And how much did it go for? $1,100. Wow. All right. Here's a game of Regatta. Right here, let's take a look at this one here. This one was for $584. Paper cover, excuse me, wood frame box, muted lid imagery, a 4-part fold-out game board. Look at that. Some of these boards actually were 8-part fold-out, which I had never even seen a board like that. But they actually made some games that were like that, so they were portable. And this was from, again, way back when. Anyway, here's a look at the board and the pieces here. Those are some nice pieces. Look at that. Wow. All right. Okay, let me do one more here. Excuse me just a second. Okay. Here we go, the Harvard game. All right, this one sold for $2,000. This was like a strategy checker game, I guess, of sorts. Pretty large here. Here's, let's take a look at it here. This is what like hardware was like back in the 1800s. And there's a look at the board. Yeah, beautiful stuff. All right. All right, let's keep on looking, guys. And all right, here's the football game. Parlor Football. This one sold for about $1,000. 1891. Game instructions on the underside. Oh, and insert game board and wood frame box button. Now, some of these games actually had a place where you could store the pieces. It would pull out. I don't think this is one of them. But, yeah, I think this is the wood frame here. And look at that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen pants like that. but yeah, there you go. And they're not even wearing helmets either. All right, Parlor Football. All right, here we go. Boys' own football game. 1 second. All right, this one sold for $738. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to one of the games on this episode that sold for over $10,000. I'll just have to find it. But, yeah. Here's one for $738. Spinner and colored wood playing pieces. There's a spinner. There's the wood playing pieces over there. That also looks like the same box cover. Yeah, and I guess with the spinner, I would just tell you what all the moves were and everything. Yeah, it's just fascinating to look at. Wow. All right. Okay, I'll do one more here, and then I'll go to the big one. All right, let's see. Did I do this one? I did that one. Game of golf. Okay, this one is from 1900. So, $473 for this one. Here's a look at it. Doesn't look like, I don't know how golfers dress today, but probably not much has changed. Here's the wall, the water, and a little spinner here again. Yeah, really, really, really pretty. Okay, guys. I will go ahead and show you one of the games that went for a lot here. It was called Bulls and Bears. I think that's right. No, it isn't right. Okay, what was that going called? Let's try this one. All right, they're not giving me a record on it. I know it's here. All right. All right, let me scroll down and find one. I know that they have it here. Let's see. There we go. Well, this one. I'll look at this one. This one went for $19,000. All right. Featuring images of Dan Bruthers and John Clarkson on the cover with game directions. Together, 4 closed wood game pieces. Okay. All right, so here we go. All right, champion batter of the world, champion pitcher of the world. And you got your 2 spinners there and those things. These are the little purple pieces over here, and then you have like some paper with the names on there here. But yeah, this was a rare item. $19,000 it sold for. Wow. All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and we will do another one of these soon. I hope you guys are doing well, and we will talk